One of the realities of preparing documents of all kinds for print is that you might be asked to print the document on fewer pages than you'd prefer. For example, if you have a worksheet that spills over to 2 pages when printed at full size, you might be asked to reduce it so it prints on 1. In this movie, I'll show you a quick and easy way to do that. I will use the Printing on Sheets sample file. You can find that in the Chapter 1 folder of your Exercise Files workbook. So again, what I want to do is to print this worksheet, which contains quite a few rows of data and spills over onto a second sheet, onto one page. To do that, I'll click the Page Layout tab, and then in the Scale to Fit group, I will use the width and height controls. So for example, instead of using automatic and allowing Excel to size it and print it on any number of pages at once, I can set the width to a maximum of 1 page. So I'll click the width controls down arrow and click 1 page. And you see that you can set 1 page, 2 pages, 3 pages, and so on. But in this case, I want it to be 1. And I'll do the same thing for height. In this case, I want to set a maximum of 1 page. So click the height controls down arrow and click 1 page. And notice that the value in the scale box, which is below width and height, just changed to 77%. So that means that Excel has scaled this worksheet for printing to 77%. If you look at the zoom level at the bottom right corner, you'll see that that's still 150%, and also your view of the worksheet inside of Excel hasn't changed. This is only for printing. And I'd also like to emphasize that these values, 1 page and 1 page, are a maximum. If this worksheet would normally print on 2 pages and I set the height to 3 pages, Excel wouldn't expand the contents. It would leave it, and if it printed on 2 pages, that's fine because it did not exceed the maximum of 3. Now we can take a look at what this worksheet will be like when printed by pressing Control-P to display the print page of the Backstage view. So I'll press Control-P, and you can see that instead of having the worksheet spread out over 2 pages, in fact, it'll print on 1. And I'll click the Go Back button to go back to the worksheet proper. And again, if I were to set these values to automatic, so I just change width and height to automatic and press Control-P, you can see that instead of having 1 page, in fact, it now spills over to 2, as it would before I made my changes. And that is how you designate the maximum number of pages wide and high your worksheets will print.